How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. I am SirFeffers, humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, and I'm very excited to be getting back into Windfall. We're in our last stretch. We are looking to overthrow the overthrown government. Is it overthrowing the government if we're trying to just reestablish what the government was, because the people who were ruling were rightfully ruling because they lived there, you know, before society existed? I don't know if it's
reverse coup d'etat.
Yeah. We're doing a reverse coup d'etat.
Coup the coup.
The College of Whispers has infiltrated Windfall, and the party believes that the Baron is not the Baron because of various reasons. There's a couple of things don't make sense. He's not making any appearances. All of his inner circle has been kind of taken out. The Baron's son is missing, as well as the court arcanist. And the party has a few schemes. They've gotten themselves rings of mind shielding, and have 2 turn cloaks in their pocket, Dean and Zelfir. We'll be picking up with trying to nab ourselves a 3rd rat, potentially. The party has a couple of schemes, and Offbeat has an idea that he's very excited to see if he can pop off, and I have no idea what it is. I am going to be absolutely leaning on my improv for this, and I'm pretty confident in my improv skills. So we'll see how this goes. Again, I'm SirFeffers. If you want to get caught up on this show or any of the other D&D campaigns that we have on the channel, you can go over to Longshot. And if you would like to join our community, you can head over to the Discord. We've got bingo, we've got memes. Shout out to Luna for the amazing memes and the community as well. And we've got a Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. All that said, let's go over to Taco from DatDirtyTaco.
What's up, gamers? I play Staw or Stonks, depending on the day and the mood and how much I want to dance naked in the pale moonlight. That's about it. That's all I do. Jared.
Yeah, I'm Jared and Gene. Lord, hi, something, Marshall. I've been given ominous warnings about the future, so we'll see how that goes.
I've got things cooked up. We're in the last stretch, but I've got a few fun little twists to throw at the party, and I'm very excited.
Speaking of fun little twists, Luna.
Hi, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram, and I play Seeker Stormflare, bounty hunter haunted by obscure visions, becoming God. Offbeat.
Hello. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same name, and Twitch. I stream every single weekday. Did you know that? Currently, I'm in the middle of a very cursed run of Baldur's Gate 3 where I can't hit a single goddamn 90% for some fucking reason, and it's making me miserable.
Oh no.
But I have a scheme today. I have asked Feff if he wanted to be in charge, if he wanted to know the scheme in advance, and we discussed that it would be funnier if I just sprung it on him. So I need to orchestrate the scheme without him knowing, and I know I have the plans in place. I have checked the means. You are about to see one of a very silly way to completely counter intelligence another scheme today. It is going to be sublime. That is the only hint you're getting, and also everything I say will probably be related to the scheme, because there's a lot of moving parts to this. I've set it up once before in a campaign, and it was hilarious. So I'm really hoping I can emulate that today. But I need about 7 9th level spells taped together. So we'll have to see if this can work.
All right, well, without further ado, the party is catching their breath, getting their bearings, preparing themselves for what will likely be a pretty tough trick to pull off when in Stonk's estate, when the door opens and Zelfir walks in, hood up, and kind of closes the door behind him before looking out the window for a bit, coming in through the back door. Probably came through the kitchen, and kind of walks into the living room where everyone is and kind of throws the hood back, his Tabasco whiskers, and he looks around and goes, "That I did not expect to beat you all here."
You didn't.
I see.
we've been unraveling things, as it were. Zelfir, tell me, are you aware that the Capello family runs the College of Whispers, and are you also aware that they're currently running the government?
Yes, this is what I warned you would be happening by the time you came back here.
I feel like you said that in more vague terms, but I understand what you mean.
They've
We
moved up
need
their
information.
timeline.
It seemed the timeline. Are you aware of where the whereabouts of the Baron are?
No, all of this happened while we were away.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna need some help. You see, you lack information. However, you are in at this point in time. All right.
Of course.
If we need information desperately, we need to know where the Baron is. We need to know what they don't know. We need to know how they're doing everything. We need basically the head of this Hydra, correct? Does that kind of make sense to you?
Absolutely.
But obviously they ain't gonna tell us shit, right?
They might tell me shit. I'll see
They
what I
might
can
tell
do.
you shit. No. Hold on, before you get up, before you go, I need your help. All right. Now I'm not telling anyone this because, frankly, I know that the College of Whispers can get information out of people. This is the in-lore reason for why I'm speaking in vagaries. All right? I need a couple of things set up. I need you to get us a meeting with the Baron and whoever is their top official currently, all right?
The fake Baron.
I need you to... The fake Baron, yeah. I need you to get us a meeting, all right? And I need Sia and Jean to be orchestrated. Stonks, you're coming with me. We're going to the Myriad. We're going to that room where they couldn't scry on us and we could cast our spells freely, all right? Does that sound all right, everybody?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the scheme. Zelfir, I need you, once you get there, I want you to cast sending to my simulacrum, who'll be waiting outside of the room, okay? Cast sending to me, you let me know that you are currently face-to-face with the Baron and face-to-face with the people, all right? What sort of defenses will they have there, all right? This isn't going to be an attack, but I need to know what type of defenses are they going to have up. Are you aware at all?
I know they had in designs upon the Wizards College. And that is also up there on the plateau, so I imagine if either they've been coerced or perhaps bought, or maybe they've been infiltrated as well, although I don't know how one would go about infiltrating a bunch of wizards without being one. So either they are in on it, which I don't have any knowledge about, or they've been hoodwinked.
Gotcha. All right. For this plan to work, I need to be able to target someone with a spell. The person who I'm targeting will undergo no harm, but I need to be able to target them. That's it. I'm not going to be taking their mind. They don't even have to be willing. I just need to be able to see them, and I need to be close, and I just need to be able to see them. That's it, and I just need to target them.
I understand.
Yeah. Do you think you can figure out if that's possible?
Yes, I will do my best.
All right. There's another way. How many scrolls, stonks, do you have? Magical kinds that could go for some good value.
Like on me?
In your nebulous wealth.
In my. I have one level 1 spell scroll.
That's it.
I can cast them. Why would I need them written down?
I figured that's all wizards did all day. My apologies. Okay.
Ooh, I got.
Okay. First step we're gonna do today, we're gonna go to the Wizards College. We're gonna see if we can understand what type of defenses they have set up. And if they could stop me from targeting, and if they could stop me in some way. Because that is the only unknown in this plan so far. Alright?
All right.
Let's you know people at the Wizards College, isn't that right? Isn't that right, Gene?
Ideally, I need to go check on them, actually. So,
Well, that sounds like a great idea then. Zelfia, you're coming with us.
All right. He goes, your father is outside.
Oh yeah, I should go check on him.
Yeah, let's handle that first.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on him and bring him inside.
Yeah. I was able to. Well, I may have had to hold a cleric at gunpoint, but he gestures, and you look outside, and Augustus is stretching and kind of watching the rooftops. He doesn't see you immediately, but he's got his legs back.
Mm-hmm. Oh hell. Hey, Dad.
Turns. Yes, sir. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Look, I'm sorry for the things I said. I don't think we should let be too focused on that now. We got a bigger problem.
I agree, and if it's worth anything, you got nothing to apologize for.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
You know who you're gonna have to shake. I'm gonna give him a handshake. I'm like, you do have to apologize for is you're gonna have to apologize to Mom.
When this is done, I
you.
plan on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you back there, and you better be ready to stand and fight because she is gonna whoop your ass. But here is the next following plan. Augustus, you are an outside military presence. I need you to kind of make yourself unknown. I want you to go to the stacks. You can defend yourself, but I want you to go there. I want you to run recon, and I want you to tell us what's going on. Don't die. Don't get caught. We have an unknown faction called the College of Whispers currently invading this place. I need to know what's going on there. And if you can, see if anybody knows about the location of the real Baron, but don't say so in so many words.
All right.
All right?
I can do that.
All right, go talk. Let's go.
Noting.
We got a busy day, and I want this plan to work in 3 hours, damn it.
All right. So the party makes their way out into the city. Still kind of quiet. Still kind of people just keeping their heads down, going from doorway to doorway. As you move through the town, you get through the Gold District, and you find the lift that you would normally take up to the Platinum District. Make perception checks.
Pum, 30.
Are they based on vision?
Yes.
Nice.
15.
15 as
10.
well.
Did you say 30 stonks? All right. There's a lot of guards. And they have one individual in wizardly robes, who has made some kind of a circle on the ground in front of the lift. And you guys watch as someone else, with a wagon, kind of a cart that they're pulling behind them, pulls up, and he is forced to stand in the circle for a bit. Looks a little nervous. And with a 30, you would notice, Stonks, that the arcanist who is casting some spell on this individual keeps looking at one of the other guards with them, who subtly kind of nods. And he is let through with his stuff, and the lift raises.
What? I don't know what to do with that. Like there's one wizard homie guard? like there's he looks at another guy and he's like, yeah, let the guy through that's not supposed to go through. Is this what I deduce?
Likely a wizard not in apparent wizard garb.
You
rolled a
I'm
30,
wizard. Apparent, not wizard garb.
That's true.
Cast prestidigitation, make fireworks. Not really. That was a joke. In Minecraft. I nudge Yester and point this interaction out to him. I was like, so here's what happened. This.
All right. Wow, this thing certainly did happen. All
Mhm.
right.
What do we do with
Hey,
that?
Crap.
Well, we know that there's wizards in the Platinum District at the very least. And we know that wizards are going to not look like wizards normally would. But that also means we can pretend to be wizards easier.
Mm.
Does,
Did I cast
Zelfia,
fireworks?
Zelfia, you take point on this and see if you can see and check if there are whispers associated in leading to the Platinum District.
Okay. I'm going to be recognized.
Is that a problem? Have you been excommunicated in any
No,
way?
I'm just giving everyone a heads up. Making
All right.
sure I was on everyone's radar. Oh, we don't have radar. He's going to, and then step out with a impressively carefree, albeit urgent. It's that perfect balance of like, I'm going somewhere, but also don't worry about me, you know, as he kind of ambles up with the group in tow. Sounds like the guards see the large group coming towards, and they kind of post up, move their feet to face you guys when the wizard goes, "Good evening. We are going to need you to step into the circle that we might evaluate your intentions. Do you have anything to declare before you do?"
While this is happening, can I try to ascertain what on earth this circle is
Make an Arcana check.
magically? Yeah. 23.
I'm here for the high 23. It is
Circle?
yes, it is circular, and it will shunt any illusory magic that you might have on you to look like someone else.
If this guy's not a cat, this is gonna be crazy.
The old switcheroo. People were secretly cats. Now it's the other way around.
It's actually just been Ramus this whole time.
Oh, fuck!
He takes the first step into the circle, and you watch as the arcanist and soon he and now that you know to look for it, the arcanist kind of subtly looks towards one of the other guards who doesn't react or anything like that. So he nods you through, nods Zelfir through. Who's next? Oh, sorry. Who's next?
I guess me.
All right.
Is it one at a time, or is it like a group kind of? Okay.
Oh,
one
we
at a
have to
time.
queue. Fun.
And you step through. One of the guards goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Oh, me?
Eh.
I've been in the news a couple times. I used to be an upstanding member of the Myriad. Had a brief little political run in Bitter Post. You know how it is.
All right. Go on, step in, and the magic takes effect. You don't have any illusory magics on you, do you?
Nope.
Then you are allowed to
who I
pass
am.
through. And I don't think anyone here has any illusory magic on them. So, in short order, the lift is
I am just a skeleton.
Yeah, there is a moment where they're all just kind of looking at this skeleton, and the fact that they don't recognize you, they didn't recognize Yester, implies they're not from the capital. And soon you guys find yourselves rising on a lift.
Just gonna hit them. So with the as I pass, I'm just gonna give them the subtle. Oh, you guys must be new in town. Hope you enjoy your time here.
Thank you kindly. Slowly you rise. About halfway up, the lift stops. In the rock face behind you, a chunk of it seems to slide away, and a crossbow is kind of leveled at the party while another doorway opens up and an individual steps through. We're going to have to peer into one of your minds. It's all par for the course. New securities after the hellish uprising with the secret police, you must understand.
Yeah, of course. This is the Lord High Marshal. Was he updated on this?
The Lord Marshal, you say?
Oh, yeah, and stated by the
Yep.
Baron. We've been away on special important business. I'm certain that if this was incredibly official, we could see the document detailing this as new official procedure, correct?
Do we have any documents? And you hear someone, skip. If you don't mind waiting a bit, we'll have our legitimate documents brought
Businessman.
in time.
Yeah. Question. Oh man. So, how did you get involved in the Capitol? I don't recognize. I've been living here a good portion of my life.
Oh, well, I tend to stay in the Arcanum. If I had my way, and I'd still be there. But no, we've had to work for the good of the city. We've had to get our hands dirty to ensure that no more strange misgivings are brought to bear upon the good Baron.
Oh, you used to work. Oh, the Arcanum. Oh, were you a professor there?
Of a kind.
Gonna look to Gene.
Oh, kind. Would you get fired?
No, I simply wasn't elevated
an assistant.
all the
Assistant
way to
professor.
That would be one term you could use.
He's a
yes.
TA.
It's a T. Oh, you never finished your masters. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
You all sound like this. Were you born this way?
I was, yes.
Or do you wake up every day and this is your choice?
He's got no facial hair except a mustache that is like a full circle curl. You know what I mean? Just like full curl mustache.
He drinks IPAs.
And he's a little on the back foot now that now that the air of authority that he has is a bit of a sham. Whereas he's just working this security gig, and soon papers are brought, and he goes, "Yes, it says here," and he hands it to the Lord Marshal. He hands it to Gene, and it is a order from the Baron to bringing in the Arcanum due to due to a clause that was brought about a long time ago that the Arcanum has been forced to work with if they want to remain on the plateau.
Go to the Alien Enemies Act.
Well, as you can see, all things are in order.
Interesting. Does the order say anything about personal searching of people's brains?
It does. It says that the security will go into the hands of the Arcanum, and that everything short of violence. Everything short of actual like murder. And Gene, reading through this is supposed to be for during times of war, of which we are not in.
Who declared the state of war? And upon who?
Oh, I wouldn't say we're at war. I would simply say that the Baron's life has been in jeopardy multiple times of late, and so they've brought this clause into effect.
Fail to see how they can require this legitimately. I don't.
Let me say that.
Plus, I wasn't notified at all.
Hit them with the we know. Hit them with the we know. Look, I'm sure you're just doing your job, and maybe this is all above your pay grade. Like, I'm sorry to drop this upon you. We're just trying to get up to date. We've been out of town for a little bit.
Whoa.
Oh, also, just in case, for those bingo players out there, badge flash.
He kind of does a double take at the badge. I'm certain that you have nothing but the best interests in mind, and as we are not, in fact, at war.
And just so you know, I want this to be very clear. We are currently on mission. I don't want this to get back to the Baron or anything. Like you're trying to obstruct official justice or nothing. But
of course not. Why don't we call this a mishap and be on our merry way?
That's fantastic. You
Well,
know,
it's fine.
mistakes
We'll get it
happen. I'm
sorted.
sure you are doing your best, and I'm sure you're doing a fantastic job. Your masters will have fruition someday. I promise you.
Make an insight check.
Someone else do that. Yester's never been good at those.
I don't
See,
remember
we'll
what
do
my
it.
bonuses are. Let's see.
Yester is the face.
Oh, yeah,
He
how
just
about
hopes
26?
everyone believes him.
He believes that everyone believes him, and that's why he's
Yeah.
so good at it.
Yeah. 15 was the insight from Yester.
Okay. See ya.
17.
17.
26 from Gene.
Gene with the we know. Gene with the 26.
Gene. This individual is very excited about the new loophole he's just discovered because of you guys. That he doesn't have to be working this job. He can go back to working in the college and going back to his books and his studies. Which means
That'll
he's
go great for him.
probably gonna go bring this to the attention of the Arcanum. But that said, you're not his problem anymore.
Do we want him to stay here so that the alarm bells aren't ringing yet? Do we want to keep secrecy for a longer time?
Kill
I
him.
mean,
'Cause I-
as long as he's
I-
not name dropping us, then it's academic thought about a law, and was like, wait a minute, you know.
You flash the badge. It's pretty
He
memorable.
Yeah.
will mention you. He will mention the Lord Marshal, which means that one of our cards is on the table unless we can think of a reason to keep him. I have a reason to keep him here. I can keep him here. That's what I'm saying. But you just need to like give Yester the go button. I can convince him to stay in his dead end job.
I mean, go for it. I mean, yeah.
Yester, no.
Gene, you give Yester a look.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like, you know, you're doing some good work here. You should probably, man. I would hate to get on the Baron's bad side. Oh man.
He has been somewhat cross of late.
I
Why don't
can
you let
imagine.
us sort it out first?
Yeah. I think you should. If this is an issue that you've been dealing with, you probably shouldn't. You know, it'd be incredibly foolish to just go and like leave, right? Man, that'd be really stupid. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Roll persuasion.
Obviously, you would. Yeah. 27.
27 for gaslighting. He's gonna go. You said you're going to bring this up to the Baron yourself?
Oh, of course. Well,
Yeah.
and I think if this has obviously been some sort of mistake, perhaps some sort of holdover, maybe you guys got the wrong documentation. He obviously still wants you and therefore needs you here. You probably just got the wrong papers. And you can't be flashing around phony papers at people. Oh man, what if
Yes.
they knew?
Tommy. You hear someone in the back go, what? Huh?
What if someone knowledgeable about the system knew that they were phony, and then they could just completely evade your purview? And that is exactly not what you want, or the Baron wants. How? Heaven forbid the Baron comes under fire in some way because of these phony papers.
Why don't you guys go sort that out? He's gonna kind of just actively step away and goes, best of luck. And the crossbow guy, you can see kind of poking through that little hole in the side. He goes,
Oh.
what the fuck you mean? What are you doing?
I'll give him a good wink.
All right, you're the boss.
Save your laughter, dude, son.
I'm just gonna grab the crossbow bolt and be like, it's okay.
All right, you're the boss.
Imagine using a crossbow in this day and age.
They have wizards. Just bomb the place, you know?
That crossbow bolt in your hand does not look like a normal crossbow bolt. Put that in the pocket for later. Make an Arcana check on it to see what it do. Where did my music go? How dare?
That's a 14. I'm gonna slide this to Stonks as well and be like, hey, this got something
Got it.
wrong with it.
I'll sniff it.
Make an Arcana
Look at
check.
it with your special eyes.
29.
This is a silencing arrow.
It's a silencing arrow.
If it hits,
Oh.
person needs to make a save, but they will be silenced until they can get that bolt out of them.
That's pretty good. Let's
I hate
stab
that.
somebody with it.
I agree. There's a bit of a minute where the lift doesn't go anywhere, and you start to wonder if maybe it didn't pan out for the first time ever that Yester's persuasion maybe, and then it begins to lift again.
Thought I was washed.
I thought we was gonna have to get the airship. Not that I want to get back on it, but look, it is what it is.
You find yourselves back in the sunlight in this beautiful open courtyard with many beautiful shrubs that are all, carved to shape, and kind of this beautiful garden that leads from estate to estate. You can see the Tower of the Arcanum to one side. You can see the Baron's estates as well. But this whole place is kind of the aristocracy. So you are, for lack of a better term, in.
Hacker voice. I'm in.
I'm in. Let me crack out the orange soda. And the Funyuns. Where do you guys want to go? There's a couple of nice shops as well. A mastercraft blacksmith and weapons master. You can hear his trade plying away. The Arcanum Tower is tall. And the Baron's estates on the far side to your right.
I thought we were hitting the Arcanum first, right?
We're hitting the
Just need
Arcanum
to
first because
deviate?
we want to know the details of what wizardly protections the Baron's Keep is going to have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta check up on my little bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They might have got to him. I don't really remember what state he was in the last time. It's been like
It's been a
year
minute.
in real
Yeah,
life.
it's been a hot minute.
All these woke teachers.
As you guys approach the tower, you watch as the multiple levels of this thing individually rotate every now and then, almost like clockwork. You step into the first floor, and there is an older gentleman behind a bit of a cage door, and he goes, "Hello, and welcome to the Arcanum. This is a reason for your guest being docketing onto a step this day. Might we be of some service?"
Is this like a new guy, or is it like the same guy?
Oh, it's a
Different
new
Always
guy.
worked here.
Different guy.
Oh, new guy from earlier.
Well, yeah, new guy as like the because Gene
You
should come here
recognize him?
relatively often.
Yeah,
so
you don't
is it,
recognize
like,
this guy.
Okay. All right. Hi. I'm here to see Adam. What's he up to?
Adam. I believe he should be assisting with the Baron's. I believe he had some job that was put on hold to go assist in the estates. I can send for him if you like. If he's not busy, he will be able to come by.
Offbeat, do you need my 3rd level spell slots?
No, I just need
I
your
cast
9.
haste on him.
On.
On Slow McGee.
Oh my goodness! Ooh. Whoa! Don't do that!
Feel
Why
better?
don't you do that? Goodness,
Bring it
I
right
feel
back.
amazing.
Yeah, the kickback's not super great.
I'm sorry, did I? Excuse me. He's gonna get up and like sprint away.
All right. Well, I'm not happy to hear Adam's at the. What is it? A capital? The estates, whatever it is.
He's at the Baron's estate.
Town hall.
How good was
Over
your
there.
brother at magic?
That's a great question.
He's not the most naturally skilled wizard, but he does have some prowess.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of research into
Curses.
curses for a character
Group
aspect that
project.
just never really panned out. So
Curses, huh?
at one point Gene was like, "Dog, you could just do your own thing," and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Cool." So I don't know what he's been up to since then.
Okay. Well, as long as we're not looking at a second stonks, we should be fine then.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they pulled him in as a semi-hostage kind of situation.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately.
Good news is for you and your brother, I think we can if everything goes according to plan, which it might, we can probably get everything we need and putting your brother under minimal direct fire, as it were.
Right. That'd be ideal.
Good evening. Turning behind you with a bundle of scrolls under one hand.
This is Gene's brother. I'm a fucking
No.
shit my pants.
It's not. Is a elderly individual, an arcanist in their own regard. Gene, you do recognize him as the person who helped you with your dream.
I was wondering.
An older gentleman, very wizened, very thin, droopy jowls and mustache. The hat kind of too big for him, and it kind of goes a little down to his eyebrows, you know. And he looks up and goes, "Gene, I think it was, yes?
Yeah.
Well met. Come on in." He goes up and unlocks that door and like brings everybody inside. There's supposed to be someone here to let you in.
Yeah, he had to hit the little boy's room, so. Yeah, he ran off real fast.
I think you went to get your brother.
We didn't tell him to, so I don't hope not.
Your brother. Here to see him?
Well, that was the idea, but old guy told us he was at the estates.
He should be back by eve. A couple of hours. He still
Okay.
resides here.
That's positive to hear.
Come to my office, please. And you guys step into the tower proper. And you kind of go up these kind of winding steps that kind of, after you step off of them, they go under and up and around to be useful once again as you kind of go up into these various rooms until you're in this office with a beautiful illusory night sky. He sits on his floating chair and goes, "Is there aught else I can be of use to you all?"
Well, maybe.
You're the headmaster, right?
"Oh no, I'm simply one of the archwizards.
Got you.
But I teach most of the classes having to do with the mind."
There's been some. We've recently arrived back here. We've been out. We've been doing a lot of business on behalf of the Baron. We come back and find that there's some sort of military doctrine in place now, and you wizards are being orchestrated all over the place. This was not. We just haven't been updated. How did this come about?
They're running us ragged, I do say indeed. I believe, and this is between us, I believe the Baron is coming under some paranoia. And it's understandable to a certain degree after the attempts on his life, but I do hope he can find a way to bring himself some calm in this time.
Saying he's paranoid. What's he been asking for protection-wise?
Extensive protection. Now, at any time, if need be, we're able to put a force around his estates. We have various spells that are made to, assuming he's within the estates, kick off and whisk him away for safety to various places. His mind is a vice now. It will not be looked into by any means as long as the various wizards within the tower keep their concentration. We have taken it very seriously because we're more or less implied that we wouldn't have a tower if we didn't comply.
Gotcha. So you guys are under threat.
It's been pressure. It's been pressure for certain. I don't know if any of us truly think they'd go through with it, but we've been complying.
And, well, you see, we've come back. We left the capital after the Tabaxis arrived. We fled to try and get help, investigate. We had other important things that we had to attend to. But we come back to this. So, we need to speak to the Baron. Will there be anything that will prevent us from doing so? Is he locked away?
If he wishes to speak with you and you show up wishing for a God, what's the word? A meeting.
Audience.
Yeah, an audience, thank you.
Parlay.
Assuming he wants to see you, he will likely see you within the hour.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Well,
Those
we do a lot
are
of
the
other stuff.
protections that I know of. There might be others.
Do you say, look, we got a lot of places to be. If we organize a meeting and then teleport it in to him, do you think that'd be allowed, or do you think or is that getting blocked?
No one is able to teleport into or out of the estates at this time.
Is this interesting? In the estates themselves, though, is there, you've noticed how when you cast your spells around the city, they're getting taxed, right?
Yes.
noticed that.
We
Is that an
have
effect in the estates?
we have a couple of theories. It would not be under the effect in the estates, no. And as far as I know, I don't think so.
Got you.
That was the work of our court wizard, Longshot, one of our best and brightest to ever come out of the college. Something to do, again, not my field, but something to do with a arcane tax. in times of need. We haven't gotten an answer as to why it's been activated.
Oh, about the
Gotcha.
spell?
Sorry?
Do you know about the spell?
Again, not my field. But
If it's a tax, where's it going?
you would have to ask for more details from Longshot, but I'm sorry to say no one's seen him for some time. Hey, thanks.
Is
CB.
that-
Appreciate you.
Not worrying?
He's been known to go off on
Tax evasion.
he's been known to be sent out on secretive missions, so it's not that worrisome, no.
What about in times of crisis at the school? Do y'all have a way to contact him?
Yes. The...
And you haven't tried it?
No one's been too concerned. Is there a need for a concern?
I don't know. We just got back. I'm trying to figure that out. I mean,
We-
the way the whole city is locked tight like a safe is... I don't know. This sounds like a bit of a problem.
Is it?
It's, we just arrived here after all, and everything
got-
has been difficult. Moving around has been difficult. Getting to the upper district, we had some thugs trying to basically rob us on behalf of the wizards, or trying to probe our minds. Everything seems to be in some sort of crisis effect, but nobody seems to know what the crisis is.
I do believe it is a paranoia taking over our good Baron.
That's not
Here's
good.
what, do you think? Have you spoken to the Baron recently? How would one get a meeting with him?
I can't say I've ever had the pleasure myself, other than a public speech or something that I saw him from afar. If you wanted to have a meeting with him, the way I would see it working the quickest would be to go into the estates and ask to have a audience with him. The Baron likes to know who's coming and prepare in his own way. Always has. It's the Baron's prerogative, always having the upper hand. That's what it means to be rich, I guess.
Look, I'm sorry we dropped all these questions.
Oh,
We've just been very surprised.
Friends of Jean. Adam has always been good and a bit out there in some of his theories, but he's grown much over since I've seen you. He's done well. He's written a few books and revolutionized the way we go about taking a crack at curses and the like. He's actually made a bit of a name for himself while you've been gone.
Oh, good for him. Took all that research and put it towards something for himself. That's good.
All right. Here's my thinking. Wizard man, can we I'm gonna look at Gene. Gene, can we trust this guy?
I can't. I mean, he treated me well enough when we were looking at inside my brain for stuff. But
He was able to point you in the direction of the luring cult, so he's at least not a part of the luring cult.
yeah,
My main concern is he who he currently says he is? That's my only worry. Is he actually the guy, or is he a fake in order to stand in, gain people's trust, etc.?
I do feel like... Well, never mind. I was gonna say, I feel like if he's willing to call the Baron paranoid and kind of disparage him, then he's probably not directly allied with the Whispers. But then again, that's the exact way that you would blend in with the hero
Exactly
party.
what a whisperer would say. What's
Yeah,
the password?
exactly.
What's the secret phrase?
Oh, I'm gonna say, Yester's gonna say, yeah, and you don't know anything of, I don't know if the Baron's broken promises recently.
Broken any promises? Well, we were all
Inside check.
hoping for a bit of yeah, go for it. We were all hoping for a bit of an economic flourishing, but he instead shut down the stacks.
Those
raised
little
tariffs
campaign
everywhere.
promises.
We got a 17. What else we
17.
I'm gonna have my simulacrum give me
10.
inspiration so I can try
10.
this roll.
15.
Wait, Yester finally has insight because his simulacrum gives him inspiration. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He does not seem to react at all to the College of Whispers code word.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a secret here. All
Oh.
right. I need you to I'm gonna tell you information that I would call privileged. Information that cannot leave this room. Information that once we tell you would make you a potential target.
Oh, I don't know
I
if I
need-
want to be a part of this.
I think unfortunately you already are. By the nature of you being involved in this college and them being used as state violence. Whether or not you want to be involved, you are involved.
Make a
Does
persuasion
that make
check.
sense? Hey, yeah. 34.
That's a bit troubling.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Might
keep it
we
minimal.
speak in our minds?
Yes, you can.
I can't, actually. You are all quite protected.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
wait, let me cast Rary's telepathic bond.
Alright.
Alright, we do that. Sup, okay. We can now speak with each other. I suggest you get yourself one of these. They were selling them for a pretty penny, but you should probably get one. Basically, here's the problem. The Baron's not the Baron.
That's impossible.
Impossible? Or unlikely?
Well, admittedly unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
It would take
What?
everyone with his inner...
It would take a grand. It would take a grand conspiracy, wouldn't it?
It would take quite a lot of money. I see. Oh, dear. It's times like this I wish the gods were still around.
No. But don't worry. We got
Don't know
something
nothing
very
about that.
close. We have a whole cabal of very high-level wizards and spellcasters. So we might not be gods, but if you put enough spells together, it certainly looks like it. I have a scheme, and I need to get either the Baron, the fake one themselves, or one of their top advisors. I need to be able to see them. I need to be able to cast some high-level spells as well, ones that won't be taxed. I have an isolation room that won't be taxed currently, but I need to be able to, from this untaxable room, cast the spell, which means I need another teleportation spell, which I already have in mind. I need this advisor to be open and able for me to cast this spell. I think the Baron is unless we can get them out of the palace, we can't teleport in, which means my plan doesn't work. But if we can get an advisor outside of there, some sort of person really close, maybe this Capello figure, one of them, we can maybe make this work. The problem is, I'm gonna update him on the information specifically that the Baron's not the Baron, and that the College of Whispers is infiltrated the government. But I will not give them any more information other than that to try and limit.
Bards
any potential
always
leaks.
reach too far.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, apologies. Well. How can I help? I don't
you are a high-level caster, correct?
Of course.
What level spell is your high? What level spells can you cast? Can you
Ninth.
cast a ninth? You can cast a ninth. Brilliant. I may need you to cast the time stops. I may need you to cast the time stop spell, or give me a scroll of time stop, perhaps. If you have one, write one, make one.
I can go retrieve one. It's not my area of expertise. Stay here. And he's gonna get up and leave for a bit. You still got the connection on, so you hear, oh fuck, okay, it's not this shelf, and no, that's not it. But where's the time stop spell? Oh, thank you. No, nothing. Comes back.
Old man didn't hang up the phone, still on speaker.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of like being right up in the face of the FaceTime. Comes in. I've got one.
All right.
Excellent.
I am gonna need it, and and we're gonna do this without them even noticing that we've done it. Okay? Is there some sort of password to prevent any wizards from getting screened in these sort of things? Is there do you guys have some sort of code word to prevent any wizardly interference in and amongst yourselves now that this new word of law is in state?
Proof of membership has always gone a long way. We are able to determine that we are who we say we are, and then from there, college wizards of the Arcanum are free to come and go.
All right.
There.
Could we enroll Stonks here in a class?
Again?
Are you a wizard?
No.
Stonks.
No.
Yeah. What's the right answer?
Yes, you're a wizard.
Yes.
Say what
He
you
is a wizard. What's the right answer? Yes, he's a wizard.
Here's a look. If we could get him a membership,
Financial wizard.
what's the cost to enroll him in like a Conjuration 101 class?
You take Bitcoin?
To
A really cool NFT? You want it?
roll himself, he'd have to go before the board. And,
Stonks coin.
I think we might.
Let's see, it's a non-fungible token.
It's possible I can mess with some of the protective magics that they've got around the building.
Could you get it such that Stonks could cast Gate into the building?
Yeah, likely.
Fantastic. That's all we need. A way to make sure that Stonks can cast Gate into the building. If we can get that to happen, I can be in and out before they even know they've been duped.
I might require Adam's assistance in this. Because we can trust Adam, yes, Gene?
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
He will assist me.
All right.
I have to-
When do you think you can get this all sorted by?
Sunrise.
Excellent. We will stay here until then. Are there any dorms we could commandeer?
Waves a hand and a door is brought forward, and then the door opens. This is Adam's room.
All right. We stay here the night. Get this sorted.
All right.
I'm very excited.
He gets a cane and kind of, oh, okay, walks out.
I promise it's not a treason.
Okay, you guys find yourselves in this humble yet arcane dorm room.
Yeah, I like to think of just extremely cramped. There is a sink and a bed and just standard dorm room.
And a whole lot of shelves with a whole lot of books. You would find various spell scrolls here that might fit your needs. What are you looking for?
I'm not gonna.
We have the
Rifle
time
through his
stop
crap.
one.
Are we not really?
I mean, it's not some rando. This is
It's fair.
This is your brother. Don't want to steal his homework.
ask him when he gets
My
here.
brother ate my homework. Okay, yeah. A little bit of time passes. You guys get a short rest before the door opens and Adam walks in. Wow. You're really here.
Surprise!
You're really here. All right. He's gonna look outside before closing the door. I thought my master had gone a little off his nut, but if what he's saying is true, then we've got a bit of a task on our hands. Hey, Gene.
Hey, Adam, how you been? I hear you got a new job. What's going on there?
He gives you the solid brother dab.
It's like a whole handshake, and then it's like 5 minutes long. Everybody's like, "Come on."
Yeah, I've been able to make a bit of a name for myself. It's been some time, but Adam Briggs. Adam Briggs is now a known name amongst the authors of the Arcanum, and frankly, I've helped a lot of people.
That's good to hear. Yeah,
How have you been?
we blew up a cult.
Nice.
So yeah, shouldn't hear
was
about
actu-
them luring for a while.
I think it was specifically
good to hear.
the cult that was it your cult your family was a part of very specifically.
Apparently, but they weren't there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's alleged. I had a spooky dream about it when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I'll rifle through. I did find this at the hideout. I don't know if your research will have anything to say about this, but this is the notebook that had their names mentioned that I picked up, kept. Yeah, you can look at it later. I'm
Yeah.
not too worried about it.
Yeah,
If you have time.
sort that later.
As far as I'm concerned, they've been dead to me the whole time. So,
Yeah. I
Anyway.
was hesitant to believe that they were back, and still am a bit suspect.
I don't know. It'd be a little weird for their names to be there, and but
That's true.
you know. I honestly hope I don't meet them, and I'm sure they'll feel the same way. So, we got more things to be about. Yes, sir.
All right. I
Hit the
don't want to
floor.
let the keystone of this plan go away just quite yet. I need a meeting with the Baron in which we will stay at a concealed location. Is the magic in the school currently under the tax?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the
All right.
first place you tax. Tax the
Okay,
rich,
okay.
they say.
Gene and Sia, I need you to go get yourself a meeting with the Baron. I need face-to-face. Stonks, you and me, and we're going to our secure location where we can cast spells untaxed. And Adam, where do you need to be so that Stonks can cast Gate into the Baron's place of work?
I can do that. I've been helping him sift through the libraries.
Excellent. Go with maybe go help Gene and Sia get that face-to-face meeting. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a problem, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be
All
alright.
right. Stonks,
Uh-huh.
got work to do. Let's go to the Myriads. Let's go to the Myriad.
To the room.
To the
Pinwheel
room.
transition.
Let's grab our break there.
All right.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Bit of time passes. Oh, that's supposed to fade out. Oh, okay. Or not. Bit of time passes. And, oh god, I got too focused on the future and not the immediate. Zelfir starts to get a bit antsy, and he's like, Yester, how do you know this will work?
Because it will. And if it don't, it don't.
It'll be all of our skins if it does not.
All of our skins? What do you mean? The plan is made in such a fashion that they won't even know it's happening.
Oh.
In fact, it's gonna happen so quickly, I don't even know if I need all the protections I'm currently going through. The keystone is such, it will happen, and no one will even notice. Trust me.
Roll persuasion.
A weaker persuasion, but it's 24. I rolled a 7.
Oh no.
Whatever will we do, guys?
All right. You guys were waiting here for Adam. Adam is here. Are we ready to?
Ooh, that was like a sunrise.
Oh, the party set off to go set up their various things. Let's start with Yester and Stonks. You guys
arrive at the Myriad.
Yep, you guys head on down to the Myriad. You guys walk in. There is a bugbear on the stage, absolutely sending it, throwing his heart and soul into his performance, and it's not good. And it's in fact painful. You recognize him from the from the Outback Steakhouse, the kitchen. The individual that you guys were convinced to drop his life and pick up a career in music, and it looks like that's not really panning out for him.
It's the pursuit of the dream is what counts.
You're
Not the
supposed to be a
destination,
broke
it's
humble
the journey.
artist.
Yeah.
live in the music video. You guys, after a little bit of communication with the satyrs, head on up to this side room. You move the proper things out of the way. Your simulacrum takes place outside. I believe it was your simulacrum that you wanted to have outside.
Yes.
And you guys station yourselves within that bolt hole of a room. Anything you guys want to do while you wait for the go-ahead?
Hold hands, maybe.
And delicately lace fingers. No specific things. We just got. This is a plan where we wait.
Okay. All right.
I rattle with anticipation.
Jean, Sia, Zelfir, and Adam make their way through the starry night.
Do we want Zelfir with us to go into? I guess he'll hang back.
Well, I mean, like, he is a member of the College of Whispers, so, and if our theory is correct, Zelfir will be actually an asset, right? Because then they'll be like, oh, they know they're part of us, right? Does that track, or is that crazy?
They know, seize them immediately.
I mean, do people know that Zelfir is a problem?
I mean, the College of Whispers people inside will. Maybe. I don't know.
Will they? Wait, will they? I actually don't know, because like Zelfir hasn't contacted anyone yet. He's not. They don't know he's a turncoat, do they?
No, but what? it will clue them in that we're not totally ignorant.
Oh, true.
Or they could think that we don't know he's College of Whispers.
Or, you know,
I mean, you raise a good point.
That is really good.
I'm willing to let Gene, I let your best interest guide this one because that was an aspect I didn't think about. What do you think is the right course? He's not necessary, so maybe
I
strip
say
all
we
the
go in
unnecessary.
without him. Yeah, we want to
All
be
right,
as dumb as possible walking in that door, right?
Got you. All right,
That's my-
kick Self, give him a job, employ him.
All right, Zelfie, I think what we're gonna do here is you're gonna wait here at the entrance. Keep an eye out. We don't want to look too smart with you with us.
Sounds good. I will use ascending if something goes awry.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Good luck. These are bastards.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I think we're gonna need it, or we won't. We'll see what happens. See, this might be the last time we see a sunrise, so let's look. Let's look out. Then again, if they shoot you, I think it's gonna be even worse. So
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna have it.
The only person who's never rolled any death saves in this game, I'm pretty sure, is Sia.
Oh, I've rolled.
Have
death
you?
saves.
Okay, my apologies. My
Uh-huh.
apologies.
I died.
I
Literally.
remembered you were like walking around dazed from the explosion and everyone else was downed. That's what I was thinking of.
There, that
I
did happen.
didn't get to roll death saves.
I also was exploded.
And thrown into the river. All right.
At a time.
You guys step into the building under the careful watch of a couple of guards. And once you're inside that open corridor, a younger Leonin steps forward and goes, "Good evening. Is there something I can do for you this fine evening?"
Howdy. I'd like to make an appointment with the Baron, if that's possible. Tell him Gene is back.
Gene
Brigg.
Brigg and
The Ika Storm player.
Seika Stormflare and Adam.
That's
I
it.
work here. Adam Brigg.
Oh, right. Forgot I'm with this.
And he goes, "Of course. And the reason you're calling upon him?"
Well, it's a check-in. We were sent out on a mission, so come to debrief.
Sounds good. Thank you. Be right back. Bit of time passes. The Leonin returns. "I'm sorry. From what I have been told, the Baron is quite busy right now." And then he's cut off as someone comes up from behind him, puts a hand on his shoulder, and says, "I'll take it from here, thank you." Serafina Capello kind of steps out and goes, "It's been so long." Kind of walks down the
Yes.
stairs towards the party. "Well met once again. And Jean, it's been some time. You're looking rugged as always."
Well, I try my best.
"I heard you were looking to speak with the Baron. Perhaps I might be able to assist you."
I'm honestly a little confused why you're here.
"Oh, me and the Baron and I have grown quite close over these past couple of weeks, and he, in lieu of a lot of his inner circle abandoning him, I've become quite useful to him."
When he needs needs to send out for a good fiddler, or needs a little.
Business mostly.
Oh, I see.
Sia, tell me of your ventures. Please come. And she kind of like tries to guide the party to a side room. Adam, sweating a little.
I'll give him a shoulder squeeze as we pass.
All Adam needs to do is get that teleport off. This is perfect. That's it.
As they're walking into the room, Sia will take her hat off, and then just kind of be like, well, we've been all about, all sorts of things, really.
There's a fun cult in the South. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Daring as always.
Yeah, you know.
So you're looking to simply update the Baron on some news? Perhaps I can pass things along to him when he's more available. Hmm?
Well, it's really his ears only kind of a situation. I realize you're close,
persuasion.
but as his appointed Lord Marshal.
You say that, and she's gonna say, "I'm sorry, appointed Lord Marshal."
Well, it's just something between him and I. So, persuasion is 24.
Yester's been doing all the talking, but Gene is also persuasive.
Good lord.
I took it for the intimidation and then was nice the whole time.
She seems a little off balance by this.
Also charisma caster.
Yeah, seems a little off
Well,
balance by
caster.
this, but it doesn't seem to throw all of her plans out the window as she goes, "I'll see for you, dear Stormflare, if I might be able to help him free up. I'll be back."
You kindly.
She walks off.
Okay, so at what point are we supposed to pull the trigger on this?
As soon as we have her, as soon as Adam can cast that spell, she is also a good target for this. She might even be better than the Baron.
Okay, well, I guess whoever comes back, we'll
You got.
pull the trigger.
Bit of time passes. Adam sees the Baron first and stands up and then does a bit of a bow as the Leonin Baron in his full glory, mane fluffed, very well-to-do coat and arms, kind of walks through the place, very serious look on his eyes, and goes, "Well, we are well met once again, my friends. Please come this way." And he's gonna start walking down a long hallway. Slowly. Make insight checks, the both of you.
Alright. I burned my persuasion already.
18 for Sia.
14.
14. With a 14, Gene, you see that he's on the back foot. He's a little unbalanced by what's currently happening in this scenario. He doesn't remember making you Lord Marshal.
Right.
Further proving he's not the Baron. Sia, there's something about his gait, and while it's the Baron's voice, there's this kind of lilt that tugs at the back of your mind. Continuing onwards.
It's like a long, dark, empty hallway. Is that
It's
that
a
what's
lit
happening
hallway. And every now and then someone will step out of a doorway across the hall and step into a different doorway.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Adam is looking at you like, "Oh, now I don't," or Eventually you get to that private study you've seen before. It looks like it's been refurbished. And Adam, how have been your ventures into finding these words of power? Well, sir, I will say the ancient libraries that you coughed up from the dregs below, there's a lot. There's a lot that we're still sifting through. If I could have some more help, actually, it would be very, very useful. And we would likely get some results a bit faster if I could just get a bit of, just kind of whines at him. So he kind of, the Baron kind of just, I am going to roll deception for Adam. 17 to a 19. And the Baron goes, we'll see what we can free up. The door closes and you guys find yourselves alone with the Baron in this room as you were before. And he sits
Speaking
down.
of free up, might as well give you the update on the cult.
Please.
Now is a great time to do so.
Adam goes, ah! And he's gonna run up and try to so because we sent the master to be able to mess with the teleportation, he's gonna try to teleport him to the party.
No. Here's how it's gonna work. We
Hit me
needed
with
it to be able so that Stonks could cast Gate into there.
Okay. He's going to reach out and double check and then send it to the send the confirmation to the simulacrum. The simulacrum goes knocks on the door, and the two of you holding hands.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ready my action to use the time stop scroll. Stonks, if you could cast Gate, pretty please, right now.
I'm casting
targeting Jean.
I'm targeting Jean.
Yeah. All right. Gate, does it open?
The gate does open.
Meow.
Staw needs a wisdom saving throw. Stonks needs a wisdom saving throw. Staw's in his room smoking a pipe and then
Using the new Bard rules, I as a reaction gives Stonks a D12 for the saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, let me add that D12 right quick. Let's go. 11 plus 12, 23.
Okay. There's a brief moment where your vision like tunnels, but you keep focus on the gate that is opening around Jean.
All right.
What is the meaning of this, Jean? See ya.
Does the gate open?
Yes.
My ready action as it opens triggers. I cast subtle spell Time Stop using my meta magic points.
Very nice. The everywhere around that time stop region seems to shatter and break, and the room falls into this frozen state. The fire flickering, freezing in place, and it almost feels like this time stop is like an anchor to the pain for a brief moment.
I am now going to walk. I rolled the D4. I have 5 turns of time stop.
Okay.
Where nothing can stop me.
All the way
Unless I do something that affects another creature.
Interesting.
I go into the room. Who do I see? Do I see the Baron?
You see the Baron, you see Adam, you see Jean, you see Sia.
Is Seraphina there?
No.
Okay.
Not within sight. Not in this study.
All right. I am going to touch the Baron. I am going to wish cast Simulacrum on the Baron.
Okay. Another.
My old Simulacrum disappears. My new Simulacrum will appear.
I did good.
Before the spell fully takes effect, I will pick up the pile of snow that has materialized using Wish. I will deposit it back into the safe room.
Okay. So you're making a simulacrum of the Baron?
Of the Baron.
Now, does the Baron...
All of his... That Baron will not know because it is in time stop. I have not affected him in any way. I now have a complete copy of this person. Even if they are illusory or fake, I will have this person. I have their memories. I have their abilities. I have their knowledge. They have to obey everything I say, and they cannot stop this. I have now the perfect rat at the head of the Hydra. As it comes out as a duplicate, who we can interrogate. It works! Oh, steal the snake!
Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him, boy.
So, all things that have been done to the Baron, this person that is pretending to be the Baron, carries over?
Everything who they are. However, there's a caveat. They must obey everything I say. And they must listen to me and follow my exact instructions psychically, meaning that they know my intent beyond my wording.
I'm so mad.
I asked if you wanted me to tell you.
No. I'm not actually mad. I'm thwarted. Meddling kids with your 6-shooters and your magic. Okay, so inside this time stop, another Leonin of the Baron.
Well, just the pile of snow. Just it will appear, and it will become a Baron once the time stop is over.
I see.
So I took the pile of snow. I have put it into the secret room. I'm going to place it behind where the gate is. I am going to, as this happens, take out my fiddle. I am going to send the command to the simulacrum. Hide yourself incredibly well, and hide yourself well, as best you can. Currently,
in the room he's in, or
in the room. If anyone comes
he's
in,
still
say
snow
yes.
right now, correct?
Right now, yes, but the psychic command is being sent.
Okay. It's
Well,
in
it's
in
just
transit
time
in the
stop
time stop.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. I will then, once I have this Baron, I will brush my clothes. I will wipe down all my clothes from being wet. I will take out my fiddle. Looking around this room, that was one turn. I now have 4 more turns. Is there anything in this room that looks stealable?
Yes, so much, so much shit. There is. Oh god, the coat of arms on the wall showing the mane instead of a shield, and a pike and a lance. Seems to briefly be in the process of like animating and waking up. There is a globe that gives off an arcane presence, like a big globe in the corner. Rows of books, many of which appear to be arcane. A lockbox by the desk. The desk itself. Are you sifting through the desk?
Yeah, I'll sift through the desk.
Okay,
I'm
you
not
pull
gonna
up-
take anything though.
Okay, you find a bunch of different things of writings and ledgers and other bits of business and diplomacy. A couple of diamonds. Roll investigation.
Okay. 22.
You find a false ceiling that you can mess with in one of the drawers that leads to a secret compartment.
I'll lift it up.
Okay. Okay. The fireball starts to go off of the trap.
It is currently in time stop.
I know, so it's just
nothing will happen. I'll put it back.
I would
to see what happens.
Yeah. So you could, okay, yeah. So the fireball, you see the magic start to spark, and you're like, let's put that back. Let's just make a sleight of hand.
24.
Okay. Did you want to look inside that compartment before you shut it?
If I can grab a quick glance. If not, then no. If I had to like reactively
I would
do
say
it, then...
that, yeah, I would say you're not able to really get a good look
okay.
if you're, yeah, okay.
It's okay. The simulacrum will tell us what we need to know. I will spend the remaining turns looking for points of interest in things that I can ask the simulacrum about. later.
Okay.
The very important question to ask here is, while you're doing your Quicksilver bit, what's the song on your earphones?
Highway through the dim sum.
Good heavens, threading the needle we are this fine day. Good God, this is really fun. This is really cool. This is a cool idea. This is super cool.
Thank you for letting me pull this off. I'm very excited.
You're
for
so
this.
welcome, buddy. I love you dearly. Okay.
All right. After finding as many points of interest as I can on my final turn, I will make sure that the snow pile is in the right place. In fact, I will move it inside of a cupboard just to be 100% sure that no one will find it until I need to find it. I will poise myself. I will take out my fiddle, and as the time stop runs out, I will be in the middle of a song serenading the Baron. Yeah.
Stonks.
I'm frozen.
Oh, is everyone else frozen?
Everyone is frozen in time stop. Everything
Just you.
is frozen.
We're all stuck.
Huh?
Just you? You're
Yeah,
alone.
just-
You're alone in this time stop?
No, every single thing is frozen in the time stop. Everything.
No, yeah, I agree. Except you, because you're moving
Except
around and
for
doing
me.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
No, including you. We just stopped
No,
playing
no, I'm
Dungeons and
just-
Dragons.
It's the pause. That's the great pause
Yeah.
button.
Huh, nothing happened. What'd you get on that investigation?
I got a
3
22.
million.
You got a 22.
You find a rock.
You find something.
Ooh,
Oh my
gimme.
God.
Gimme.
That's many things.
You find
I need to watch you
a deck
shuffle it
of
on camera.
cards tucked away in one of the compartments.
Offbeat Taco knows that it exists now. You can't stop me. I will reach through the veil.
Where are these cards tucked? Where are they tucked?
You find them. You caught a glimpse of them. We'll say this: you caught a glimpse of them in that charged, locked thing, and you kind of see that there's a deck of cards in there.
In the explosion.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that because it would be
Okay.
guarded. You know.
It would be secure. It wouldn't just be lying around next to the globe.
No.
Well, this is all relish. I have achieved my goals. I will write this information down. I am ready. Thank you everyone for partaking in the scheme. This has been an original scheme. I'm very
pretty
happy
good.
this worked.
It's pretty good.
Now we just have to
All right,
get
This
out.
is the new deck of many things, by the way. This is the expanded version
Extended edition?
with 66 cards. Okay, so
All right. Time stop ends, and Yester is in the middle of serenading the Baron as he walks through.
and the Baron's still just in his chair.
The Baron's still in his chair. Nothing has changed. He hasn't noticed anything. Nothing has happened. In fact, the only thing that he has seen happen is an arcane gate has started to move.
Okay.
Has started to open, and Yester is walking through it with playing a song in honor of him.
Oh god. The time stop ends. And he
Means time
continues he continues speaking and then stops and like looks behind him,
Hello, Baron!
bolts out of
Sorry.
his chair, looking at the gate. How have you done this?
Oh, it's okay. Sorry, we didn't mean to startle you. We had to attend to some business.
He's gonna yell for
Remember-
the guards.
He's gonna yell for the guards.
Yes, there's not supposed
All
to
right.
be any teleportation in here, and you know he
I
has
jumped through the
developed a
gate.
paranoia.
I jumped through the gate. I jumped through the portal.
Yeah, did we all just bail through the gate?
Yeah, just bail through.
Yeah, we
I
just
will-
bail.
Bail.
No, I'm going in.
Adam,
I'm
go,
going
go, go,
in.
Adam.
No, I'm stopping Stonks. I tackle him to the ground. As the gate closes, Yes is gonna yell, "Later, bitch!" The gate closes.
I cast Accio, deck of many things.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give everyone a high five, and I'm gonna open up the cupboard, and we have a perfect replica of the Baron. Hello.
I sure hope that was worth it. Goodness.
Oh, hold
my
up.
goodness gracious.
So you've got the Baron with you back in the.
Yeah, because I
Got you.
moved
I thought the cupboard was
yeah.
like in the Baron's office.
No, in the Myriad.
Got you. Okay, in the Myriad. That makes a lot more sense. I thought the whole thing was like. Never mind. All right.
Yeah.
The Baron 2 or Baron 3, if you will, is gonna slowly pull himself out of the cupboard. He was very tucked into and not very fitting well, and he's like, he gets his chest out, and goes as the plate shield on his chest was like digging into his guts as he was just horribly folded into this cupboard. Gets up and dusts himself off. Hello.
You are going to write down every single thing Serafina Capello ever told you. Start.
Of course. Serafina Capello found this individual in the Sidian wastes and broke him.
Fun. Very fun.
He So is his personality still in there, or is he just kind of a robot?
He is, I mean, functionally,
He's a clone
he is a
that's dominated.
Yeah, he is functionally as far as the game is concerned, he is a creature that knows everything the Baron, the person that I cast Simulacrum upon, knows, but they must obey every order I give them with my intent understood. They must also, they have to listen to everything I say. Their person, like, if you want to roleplay that the personality is there, then yeah, but they have to give me complete, accurate, and correct information,
Right.
as well as do everything I say.
He speaks of a time when he was on the Lamb and how he was no longer welcome in society anymore, and how they needed to find how Serafina needed someone who was utterly broken to be able to mold into the perfect Baron. The paranoia was something that Serafina didn't account for, and continues and they've been every night putting him under and just messing with his mind to try to get rid of it. But that paranoia doesn't seem to be going away no matter what they try to do.
Oh man, I wonder why the Chinese torture goes crazy.
They can't seem to stunt that. He goes on to talk about how, various tricks and rules and things, and how he was actually stolen from the Lurin cult. As well, he was originally a member of the Lurin cult, and has since, likely that's the source. The Serafina believes that's the source of the paranoia. That just can't seem to be snuffed. He goes on expansively about the plans that Serafina has for the city, reformation, and finding the words of power, and a very totalitarian, tyrannical rule to make just yonks of money. The words of power are the primary focus, and keeping the flayed man behind the mirrors.
Okay. What other plans can he? Well, I used my brain enough. I can't think of anything else. I was so excited that we got this done. Well, he's a. Does he know where the other Baron is?
No. That has been a vexing thing for Seraphina.
Okay. How closely has he been working with Seraphina?
He's been taking orders.
Mm-hmm.
But she has been by his side, whispering in his ear the whole time, shutting down the stacks, to put pressure on the city, so that when the Baron eventually is killed in an assassination, Seraphina is in the position to step forward and take control for herself.
Mm-hmm. So he's being primed to be an assassination target.
Yeah, this is a lamb for the slaughter.
Got you. When does he know when the assassination is set to take place?
A while from now, because he's got to get everyone to hate him.
Mm-hmm. I got you. He's got to make a bunch of bad decisions so that he can get assassinated.
Yep. And so Seraphina can step in as kind of this solution, the savior, it's a bastardization, honestly, because the Leonin family is the original family that lived in these plains and then built the city up around them over the years. And so this is kind of destroying that culture. Seraphine is trying to rob the Leonin family of their heritage.
Got you.
Has he
Alright.
been writing all of this or talking?
Mostly writing.
We have this all in writing.
Good point. We could also use him as a puppet. Not like a puppet, but like a mouthpiece. Like he starts he just walks into the streets and says, I'm the real Baron. The one they got is the wrong one.
You oh no, I can't do that. You guys are in this room and have rings of mind shielding. Never mind.
We can also, what we can do with him is we can use him as
There's a knock on the door.
Oh, yeah, it's just gonna appear inside. Hello?
It's Bradford,
Who's it?
the satyr who was in your corner. And he goes, the stacks are on fire. There's war. There's just open combat in the stacks right now. And I forgot he spoke like this. And the alarm's been raised. Everyone at the plateau is freaking out.
Did this just happen?
Word's trickling in now.
Alright, well,
I don't know what's going on down there.
that's what we said my dad, right?
Yep.
Does he not know how to be quiet?
He knows how to be quiet, so it might be something additional.
At the very least, we can ask him what's going on.
True. Alright, well. Let's go. Okay. You, Simulacrum. Do you know illusion spells? Do you know any spells? Can you cast a spell that changes how you look?
I am a paladin.
Good to know. Yeah, it's just gonna pop out the disguise kit and make him look more like a tabaxi instead of a Leonin.
Okay.
Just dumps a bucket of water on him.
He is
Like,
he is an oath-broken paladin.
Alright, I need you to stay safe. I need you to go to Stonks' hideout. I need you to lay low for a bit, alright?
I mean, can we just do a sending out to Augustus, see what he sees before we make any?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, not that I can do it, but
Who can? Because Adam, you know sending.
Adam, I was gonna say, at least Adam.
Can send it to my dad, say
I don't know.
Augustus. Say friend of
Never met your dad.
Yester's.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Do you need to know? Do you need to meet him, or can you just say?
I think that's message.
Oh, you need to be familiar. The oh so argued word of what familiar means. Okay.
Well, I
Stomps?
guess
You know sending?
Yep.
Sending.
Dad.
Oh,
perfect.
cast sending to Augustus, please.
I
Ask
cast
him what's
sending to
going.
Yester's dad.
You cast him what's going. Ask him what's happening.
Hi, Dad.
Who the fuck?
How are
Hang on.
you? Why fire?
Loading. Leonins have stored.
stop
There's an entire community down here of people who have been
I have
gathering.
more words, you rat bastard.
My bad. I got excited.
Wait your turn. Augustus, love you. Bye, bye, bye. 25.
I have more words. You bet.
Resistance faction being
Nah, fuck you. I'm not done. Cast again. I'm joking. Pop off, King. Pop off,
resistance
King.
faction currently being snuffed by Leonins in the name of the Baron. Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
I relay this to Yester.
God damn it.
Yeah, they've moved up their timeline.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need a means to make we need a means to make this Baron useful and fast. Or at least keep him safe until we can make him useful.
I mean, they're trying to sow the discord, right? They're trying to like really make the people hate the Baron. But if the just bring up the exact same ideas before, if the true Baron were to join the fight against the fake Baron, that would maybe slow him down. Wouldn't stop the fighting. It'd probably make it worse, honestly.
Well, actually, we once again have a weird chokehold on them. We get to just parade this guy around like he's the Baron.
Right. Yeah.
Because if they say that's a fake, well, how did we get a fake? We break in? We can't do that. Then they admit that they are completely break-inable and might inspire further revolts on them, on Seraphina's sort of advisory group. They would have to denounce their own legitimacy, putting her at jeopardy. Because if they just said, oh, that one's a fake, this is the real Baron, how did we get the fake? How did we make the fake? They would have to then prove that it's a fake. Once they do, then they'd have to prove it's a sim. Once they prove that, we get to go, here's why we did it. Because he's a faker, and here's all the plans. The burden of proof is on them to prove that we have a fake, but then they have to admit that they too have a fake. They're in trouble. We once again have a weird bond where we get to just do what we want and they can't stop us. Especially with the fact that you're the Lord High Marshal.
Yeah, I don't totally follow that, but
I don't
It makes sense in my head.
having a High Lord Marshal.
well, that's because
I
it
know-
wasn't you that did it. It was the real Baron.
Yeah, the real Baron did it. Remember, you're a fake, and also a fake of that fake.
Or are you
Who am
are,
I?
right? Oh yeah, he did his whole backstory. So yeah, you are a fake.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's okay. You don't get to learn anything from here on out. You are an unchanging individual, a snapshot of an individual from a period
How
of time.
long do you have this simulacrum?
Forever, or until I make another one.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm giving up my simulacrum basically forever, as long as he is here.
I would also. I don't know if there's a way. I mean, does this city still have like press? Do they still have like papers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, using the papers to get a message out to the real Baron sounds like something we could do as well, while also claiming that we have the real one already. If we can, though, maybe trying to out what's the word I'm looking for? Out spy the spies is maybe not a great idea. If we hide a message in an article, they'll probably find it.
Well, we have a lot of avenues from here. I think the thing is we have two pieces on the board that they desperately did not want us to have. We have the Lord High Marshal, and we have a copy of their Baron.
Wait a minute. Can we also just send to him? I know we tried the book, but
well, every time we try to send to the Baron, it didn't work. It got intercepted. And then when we tried the book, it once again got intercepted. I imagine whatever magic he has in place is somewhat changed him, or at the very least has made him unrecognizable.
still there, could be.
Mm-hmm.
If Seraphina does not every hour on the hour tell her people that she is okay, many people will die.
What do you mean by that? How will they die?
There is a town by the Needled Wilds by the name of Bitterpost. Some kind of assurance.
I mean, some kind of assurance. I mean, I get the
That
idea.
city
but,
goes
like,
up with gunpowder.
Oh, she's holding the whole town hostage.
We got like a military force out there?
They have a circumspect force that has been laying the groundwork for such assurances.
Alright, well, we can't kill Seraphina. Yet.
I mean,
We can't evacuate
could-
the town.
beat the snot out of her and make a simulacrum.
Off he went.
But when you had her alone, I was like, how do I communicate with them that I want her instead?
I also realized at some point that she would have been the better.
It's all.
But I
hey,
don't think
this
we
was
were
the-
ever straight alone with her.
Yeah, that
We
was
were
the
like in the
thing.
foyer, and then she bailed, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it really would have changed the outcome much because of the time stop.
Mm-hmm.
We were still semi-discovered anyway.
Somewhat, but also they don't have any proof of that.
Do they need proof?
They've got like an.
I don't know if they.
it's
I don't know if they
eyewitness,
need
I don't
proof.
They don't need proof.
But also the incredibly paranoid Baron thought he saw us activating arcane gate, called the guards, and then we bolted through it, we could have just ran.
Well, I mean, we did show up, and then a gate
Not
opened,
leave.
and then we weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, we
Teleportation magics have been tampered with again.
Could
So it's
we
not
could also
hard.
lie.
I mean, basically, she's the only one that's in control of all this. So, I mean, the way to stop the attack on Bitterpost, the way to stop the thing, we just gotta
We just gotta
take her out.
kill Serafina.
Yeah, we just gotta get her.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a written confession by the fake Baron
In his handwriting.
in his handwriting, so we can get
And-
the public with that. But at the end of the day, we still just gotta take her out.
Gene, you say in his handwriting, and you look at the handwriting. Handwriting looks a little familiar.
Oh, it's your dad.
I mean, familiar to what? I mean, I guess I'll roll and see familiar to what. Like,
Sure,
I don't know.
make a history check.
19.
19.
I still don't know if I would know my dad's handwriting. He's been gone since I was a wee child.
I think it's that. Cassia supposedly recognized something in his walk.
Pregnant pause.
Yeah, what are we waiting on? I mean, I rolled a 19, so.
The writing looks very much like the writing that your father did in that memory, where he was 19. It's a pretty good memory.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, that's a. I'm not really sure how that would. I would even be able to recollect that, but.
Yeah, your shirt. I don't know.
Got a good head on your shoulders.
A almost divine level of intuition.
Well, what do we do, guys?
How
Do
much
we-
of your life before do you remember, Baron?
A fair amount of it.
I don't even know Gene's hometown. I think we have it decided, but I don't have it written down. I'm pretty sure we talked about it, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Yeah, we did. You were from the capital of Windfall.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, whatever. I mean... Did you have a family before?
Many.
Many.
I was a con man.
Ooh, what kind of cons?
Whatever made the most money.
Why?
It's what I'm owed. Was.
Owed? Owed for what?
being the only one with any sense in the room.
Oh. Is that sense what led you to get captured, tortured, and turned into a new creature?
Yes. Says as mindless clone.
Well, alright. So you've got no actual good reason for the things you've done. Whatever hurt and pain and advantage you've taken.
People pick and choose whatever justification they need to do what they want.
So yeah, nothing.
Same as everyone.
Alright, anyway, so what we were about to do...
Sia, roll a perception to see if she recognizes anything else about the way he's speaking, like earlier.
Yeah, go for it. It would be an insight.
$16.
His logic sounds painfully familiar. From a time you wish you had forgotten. Even more painful times than that of late. Memories of being pulled from your bed in your sleep. On the road. Running. From the law.
What were you called before?
When?
Before you became this?
I had many
When
names.
you had... What were they? When you had these families?
I went by Edward for a time. Tristan. Clarence. For a time I was Edric.
What surname did you use when you went by Tristan?
Uh-oh.
Checks notes.
I'm sorry, Luna, I'm not sure. I don't have that written down in my code of names. It's been some time. They all blur together after a while.
Well, then I guess, do I have another question for you? Do you remember me?
Yes.
Uh-oh, Luna's mad. Uh-oh, Luna's mad. Luna's got the mad face.
The hair.
Well,
Everyone run!
You guys are in a metal room. And bits of lightning.
A metal room? A metal room with Luna?
it's probably lead. Is lead conductive?
Sia is gonna turn around and kind of walk to the other side of the room for a second.
I think it was Bora.
Yes, sir, he can't lie. Right.
No, he can't. He has to tell everything, full truth, as much as it can. And its capacity is more or less dictated by the creature themselves, but also magical means within that. It can be, if I tell it to, I can tell it remove any restrictions on whatever you can tell us. Remember, and it can do it. Usually you make one of yourself, so don't need to do all this, but this little guy's gonna have to listen to me.
Ruffle the mane. To reach up to do so.
That would be a pleasant change. Because when I knew him, he was one hell of a liar.
I shouldn't have to worry about that with this one. For example, as long as you're speaking to us, you're not allowed to lie anymore, at all, or forever. Is that true?
That is true.
Excellent. See? And any restrictions on what you are able to tell the public?
Whatever I am told, I am only allowed to say what the words that Seraphina puts in my ear.
Excellent. And we have all those words in this book?
Yes.
Excellent. We have Seraphina's, we have the Journal of the Baron, then. Alright. This gunfire happening in the stacks. Do we want to go deal? We need to stash this guy somewhere. Can't we just keep him here? Potentially?
We could, but didn't Seraphina like plant this room basically?
Oh, true. Kinda.
It might be compromised.
That is true.
So we probably do want to stash him at Stonks.
Alright. Let's start heading over there to be able to stash him with the Stonks.
Into my collection.
How you guys gonna
Before-
move him? Oh, good.
Before they leave, Sia is going to turn around. Her eyes are like she's trying not to cry. And is going to walk across the room and attempt to punch him in the face.
Yeah, he's just standing there looking at you.
How much damage can this thing take?
It has half the hit points of the current Baron.
Which is how many points?
You connect with his jaw. And
I'm assuming at least one.
Yeah, I'm assuming at least one, but if we just 2x this one, then we know.
You just gotta get one good swing in.
goes down, gets back up.
Alright.
I'd hit him too,
Uh,
but I don't think he'd make it back up, so I will abstain.
Yeah, we don't know how much punishment
And
he
there's-
can take.
Not
Has
the
the
real
rest
one.
of the party gleamed from Sia's reaction who this is?
Yester's gonna just sit and be like, look, I thought this was Jean's dad. Now I'm getting the vibe that it's your dad. I don't know whose dad this is. Whose dad
Well,
is it?
I was
Are you guys
maybe gonna
siblings?
bring it up later, but there's a pretty good chance we might be a bit related, Sia.
Oops.
He
Oh,
mentioned
well, but who, right?
specifically Clarence in his
Oh my
list
God.
of previous aliases.
Jean,
that's-
does that mean that you, does that mean
That's
Stonks
definitely
is your
my
father?
dad's handwriting there, and that can't be faked, or and I'm very accurate. I'm very sure about that. That is my dad's handwriting.
I'm very accurate. I'm very sure. You know how it is. Me when I'm telling things that I believe.
Date with this later.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get him.
How are we
The
gonna
real
go
one.
about moving the likeness of the Baron through the city?
2 brothers.
I'm going to
Just put a bag over his head.
How are you gonna get a?
There's lots of bags.
There's lots of big bags.
Some big baggery.
We have an unoccupied flask.
You're right.
We have
How many times can we use this damn thing?
How many
forever
uses?
and ever,
Yeah,
amen.
Put him in the jar.
Uh-oh. Get in! Do not
Pokeball.
resist!
Sagoon.
All right. Let's go.
All right, you
All right, we
guys
go home.
move out into the city. The city has woken up. It is volatile. People have been pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured to the point of breaking. And we're back to mobs in the streets. Everyone roll a D100.
Ah. Oh wait, I have that.
89.
55.
35.
$40.
Okay. It's a lower average. So you guys managed to get back to Stonks' estates with mere grandstanding and positioning and threats and vagaries, and people generally who would be absolutely curb stomped by you guys give you quite a lot of breath. You guys come in and Gretchen is like, "Oh, it's happening again," and she's like barricading the
shotgun?
windows and reloading the shotgun.
No crab's gonna make it this time.
Stonks, it's going to happen again.
We could take the office and push it somewhere else.
Can you hear the people sing?
In the songs of angry men.
Thank you, Bill.
Well, you're saying it's happening again, right? Did it just start? How long ago did this start?
It's just started.
Okay. Did you hear anything? Was there an inciting incident, or did just riots just break out? What happened?
I think it started in the stacks.
All right, all right. Well,
Your dad was reloading, by the way.
Yep. I
Okay.
told him to keep his head down, and he fucking starts a goddamn riot. This guy does not know what keep it down low means.
We don't know that it was him that did it. Likely it was in response to our incursion. Well, maybe it was him.
I hope so. I hope
Dads suck. That's what we're finding out. I'm on the anti-dad side right now.
Yep.
All right, well, let's head to the stacks. Well, we don't really need to stash this guy here anymore. 'Cause I can just keep him in the flask.
Yeah, we can just have him.
Like a snow globe.
All right. Everyone, let's make our way to the stacks. Let's get a look-see at what's happening.
Yeah, let's go figure it out.
Okay.
Do we want to look with our bodies or look with our eyes? Like a scry.
Yeah,
Alright,
we can do
okay.
a scry first. That sounds great.
You scry.
I'd be scrying.
You blah, 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 into the stacks, and you watch a building topple into another building.
Oh yeah, it's real fucked up.
As a small military faction of upset workers have been armed, and seem to be taking orders and hunkering down and like fighting their way to other buildings and stealing everything they can from there before moving on to another building, with the Leonins just cracking down on them. More and more people flock to the scene and get involved, and more militants are brought out to deal with putting down the uprising.
Sorry, you said Stonks. It's a force of Leonins you see out there?
Big tabaxi, but big and hairier.
Right, not question the species. No, like the force that is doing the attacking is entirely Leonin.
Yes. That is what God told me.
If only we had like the king of the Leonins to call off the attack.
Back to the room.
Well, he's on it. Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean that's something we could do. I mean, I don't know if the fighting would stop, but we could
It
call
might.
a retreat, a fallback.
We could also kill them all.
I say we should capture one and figure out who organizes, because there's also a chance that they might not be Leonin. They could be posing as Leonin, actually being more College
That's
of Whispers. So let's go there. Let's knock one out, capture him, question him.
Do
You know
we
how-
want
Show our
the fire
hand too
out
fast.
as well.
Yeah, we should probably also put out the fires.
Yeah.
Probably a
'Cause
good
I have
idea.
this fun little thing where I can just
Do storm shit?
storm shit and
See,
yeah.
you're terrifying when you're mad.
Moving into the city streets, begin making your way down into the Copper District. Passing through the Silver District, you have to move your way around many, many mobs. And you find the worst of it as you get closer and closer to the gunfire, and you start finding bodies. And soon you find three different groupings of these Leonins in the Baron's sigil and arms, laying siege to a building. The building, you can see the windows are blown out and people are popping up, returning fire and ducking back down.
All right.
Yeah, how do we want to go about snatching one?
A
The
Leonin?
Leonin force. Gene, you have the detect magics, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The
Could we detect if there's any illusory magic on the Leonins? Perhaps.
Oh, sure, yeah.
seeming-
Let me
Yeah.
flip it on. Bring.
Many of them are under illusory magics,
Oh, yeah.
but
There's
not
some-
all of them. Maybe
there's some
2/3
sneaks in there.
are not Leonins.
Would we grab a fake one or a real one?
I have a funny plan. We can do actually.
Funny haha or funny oh no?
Funny as in, if we might be able to get them to turn on each other. Yester is going to cast Dispel Magic on one of the fakes.
Okay, an elf appears and goes,
Yester will then scream out and be, "It seems you have some hyenas in your pride!"
some of the other Leonins start looking around. What's the meaning of this? And they start trying to, but then other Leonins who are still under the guise of illusion start trying to like push him back, and that of the three groups, that group starts to kind of fold in on itself. And
Yester's then gonna scream out and be like, "Everyone drop your arms! I have an explanation for this!"
roll persuasion.
Oh boy.
33.
Yeah. There's
Why you're shocked every time. It can't be lower than like a 30.
No, I know. Can't be lower than a 20. So a 33 is pretty impressive. Predictably, a lot of the firing starts to peter out. People hiding behind cover, looking around confused.
I have a simple answer for this complicated problem, everybody. First, let's put out the fire, and I will explain everything.
Everyone's lying to you, and he's the only one you can trust.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, that argument works. We have it on good authority that just works magically every time for some reason.
He just built, guys. Yester is just built different.
Yes,
okay?
you can't
It's
roll
fine.
under a 20 for persuasion, intimidation, or performance. It's like the cornerstone of this campaign. And so I gotta honor it. A lot of the militants stay put, and the people inside the building putting up a fight stay put. But a lot of people from the sidelines start rushing in and start putting out the fires.
All right.
One or two Leonins that aren't illusory do also start breaking out and trying to put out the fires.
For those who are appearing as they are not, I am giving you an opportunity to reveal thyself. Or I will reveal you, and we will let the public decide about how they feel about miscreants in their ranks.
There's a moment of tense measuring, and then you hear, "Do not be assuaded by this silver tongue." And a particularly large Leonin steps out of the smoke from the other side of this area with reinforcements piling in behind him. He goes, "We will not have any tricksters, silver-tongued bastards dictating in this city any longer."
I'm gonna hit him with the detect magic.
Okay.
Is he clean?
He is a Leonin, but there is a charming effect, a domination on his mind.
I'll lean over. He's spicy.
So then you won't mind if I cast Dispel Magic on you?
You'll cast no such thing. Line up.
Why not?
And people start.
Oh, if you want to shoot me, I will happily inform you, we can all die today. Oh, if you want to kill yourself on my goddamn sword, I welcome your perishing. I don't care if you want to live. I don't care if it's your life that you value. What I care about is that I will not have, should I say, evil, deceivers, charmers in my city no longer. This man has been charmed by some other entity.
Honeyed words.
Oh, are they? Someone else cast Dispel Magic on him, and let's see how his attitude changes. You won't object, of course, if it's someone else.
I need not be dictated by you. And fire. And no one does. I said fire.
Oh, what a shame. It seems like everybody can tell that something's wrong except for you.
We're not gonna have any more of this bullshit.
Let me tell you a secret, sir, about leading. If everyone is lost but you, it is in fact you who is lost. I cast Dispel Magic on him.
By the pride. Deceivers at every turn.
Indeed.
Blanket chaos as as he starts yelling and giving orders and no one's listening to him anymore and people start faltering. Members from within the resistance in the building start popping up and like taking aim. Many of those original 3 groupings start turning on each other, and
Yes, just gonna just scream out with the thaumaturgy, prestidigitation, everything he can. Everyone shut the hell up, please! Oh my god, stop fighting! Stop fighting! Drop! Listen! Listen! Why are we fighting? What happened? Someone explain it to me.
paper money, bad taxes, dissent in the streets. The king, the Baron hates us. He doesn't want what's good for the people. He closed the stacks. There's just a million arguments that all kind of...
Yes, is gonna raise his voice again. So nobody really knows? You just all have a bunch of different reasons that you decided to kill each other?
There's no one leading this ship. We're heading to the rocks.
Oh, what's this? A captain amidst the chaos. Ah, yes to the bastard Hawthorne here to help. I know what's happening here. In fact, I know something that the capital don't. This right here is your Lord High Marshal. Pointing to Gene.
Gene, like 1,000 heads.
Oh, I'm not. All right. Gruff. Arms crossed.
We have been doing an investigation, and we have come to some surprising information. For the past few months, we have learned of devilry, of mishaps, and of, dare I say, insubordination and high conspiracy in the capital. Debauchery. The capital is run by people not who they say they are. It is being entirely puppeteered by a group, or as you may know them, the Capello family.
There's
My
one,
pearls.
like, dock worker. Oh!
yeah, there's one guy who does not, he's not a lover of music and goes, "Oh, is that a dish?" They serve that at the Texas Roadhouse.
It's the Outback. We don't
Oh,
have a
sorry.
Texas Roadhouse. Windfall's not ready for Texas Roadhouse.
My apologies.
The Capello family has infiltrated the capital. They've infiltrated the Baron, and dare I say, they have infiltrated this group right here. Those fakers, step forward. Fakers.
People are pushed. Fall to their knees and like looking around terrified.
All right, who are you? Who? Oh, don't be so coy. Don't be so coy. Hey, look at me. I can send you someplace worse than hell. You should tell me everything you know right now. I don't want to play nice anymore. I've talked a lot today. I want information fast.
There's a lot of guns being like loaded and aimed and stuff like that. And he's just like,
Yester's just gonna grab his head and be like, look at all those barrels. Now imagine how much they must fear me to stop loading and shooting them at me. I want you to think. How dead are you? How dead you want to be?
pretty dead.
You're so dead, right?
I'm so dead.
Beautiful. I give you life. I give you life today. Here's how I'm going to give you life. You tell me absolutely everything you know right now. Why were you infiltrating the Leonins? Who are you? Where are you from? Do you fear Serafina Capello? Do you fear the College of Whispers? Because you should be fearing me.
I hear you.
Good. Tell
He
me
starts
everything.
to spill all his secrets in front of everybody, to the rising horror of the layman. How it started with the Capello family and Ramus, which was from that destroyed city in the wastelands, in the Deadweight Way. Hating the Leonin family for being in the right place at the right time with good business acumen, and how they felt they were all, you would start learning that all these different people were with bardic talents were coerced into infiltrating the Leonin family, and slowly it starts coming to light that once they were in, then they were in too deep, and then there was always blackmail to be found on them and leverage, and or just vitriol against people who had more than them. You start getting a glimpse of the inner workings, and the people around start getting more and more pissed.
Now, everyone, look at this poor, basically dead man. This is not the face of the man who you should hate. This is not. This is a fellow victim of circumstance. This is a fellow victim of an evil conspiracy, as are all of you. Here's how you fight back. You do not turn on your brothers. You do not turn on your sisters. You do not shoot them and burn down their businesses. You get organized. You get together. You collaborate. Everyone, I want you to come outside, and I don't want us all singing Kumbaya, but I want us to start getting to know each other. And I want Leonins. Where are you guys hiding right now? Do you know where the Baron is?
I think I can answer that question. Your father pops up from behind one of the windows. In part, at least.
Hey, Dad. What do you know?
Come on out. A young Leonin.
The Baron.
The Baron's son.
The Baron's kid.
Comes out and goes, I know where Pop is.
Where is he, kiddo?
He's looking around nervously at all the people. Kind of gets a little closer to you.
Hit him with the detect magic
He's
and a history to make sure, because I met the kid once.
Sure.
Alright, yeah. 23 on the history.
23. It looks a lot like him. And with the detect magic, you're able to see some protective magics upon him, but it is nothing altering his identity to the naked eye.
Okay. Cool.
He's either with the centaurs or deep in under the plateau. That plateau is basically hollow. There's a lot of secret tunnels down there.
Hold on, kid. Hold on. Let's not maybe yell this out to everybody.
He's whispering very quietly. he was nervous, and he was looking, so he stepped forward to quietly say it to the group.
Okay. That's good.
All
Do
right.
you have any idea which one you think it might be? What would your dad be more likely to choose?
He'd probably stay close by. He wouldn't want anyone taking his city from him, so he's probably deep underground in the plateau.
That'd be my thought too. Alright, well, we gotta protect this kid.
Kid looks scared.
Yeah, I mean,
He's 8. He's got a little stuffed lion with him. He looks gaunt too. Longshot was protecting me, and he's back there. He's not looking too good, and Augustus is like, Longshot big dead.
how long? How long
Just
has
now.
you been feeling bad? Just now. Alright, I got some for a little and none but a nothing.
Jared, you are going to have to sprint to make that 3-minute mark.
Alright. I'll do you one better. Haste.
Ooh, you
Step 1 haste.
you turn and start boom, 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 and the people start looking and making way for you, and you barge into that back room, and you find a very dead Longshot. What do you do?
Oops.
Ye old reviv.
With the haste, you just make it. No roll needed. And Allenshaw goes, "Go! I'm gonna show those bastards I'm not done yet." He starts
Well,
getting
hang
up.
on, Olive. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. It's in hand at the moment. You
Oh,
remember
thank God,
me?
I'm out of
Remember?
spell slots.
You know my face? Are you good?
Lord Marshal
Yeah. We're back to
clasps
clean up
you,
town.
gets himself up. He's an old man, and he goes, "Where's the boy?"
We got him out there. He's all right. Here, have one of these too, and then hit him with those.
Actually, I don't like needles.
Yeah, it's too late. Should have thought of that before he went to battle. We'll give him 50 HP.
Okay.
Just it's enough that if we get jumped, he should be good to go.
Okay. The
And then I'll immediately let the haste, so that I just take care of that right now.
yeah, he's
I'm gonna sit a second. Well, I can't even sit. I'm just stood there. Right? I can't take any actions at all.
you can move. It's just I think your movement speed is halved.
No, you're stunned. You are
Oh
stunned.
my God.
Stunned for a round.
There's a moment
6 seconds.
where you're just sitting there, and the guy doesn't realize, Allenshaw doesn't realize that you're stunned, and instead he's just kind of talking to you and giving you all this super pertinent information and just talking your ear off. And you're sitting there like,
Yeah, I mean, I can hear him. I just can't freaking say anything back.
it's a lot of like this, the son of the Baron must be saved. He's the only one of that bloodline. If we can't get the Baron back, we need to preserve this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Okay. All right. Anything else we want to do to wrap up the episode?
While Jean took off to help with Alan Shaw, Sia, who has been waiting for someone just to mess up in the slightest so she can cast Sleep Storm and knock a bunch of them prone. When she saw this kid, this kid walk
Hell
up,
yeah.
like, immediately, like, goes into, like, protect mode and, like, calms down a bit.
Okay.
And she's gonna, crouch down in front of him. Hi, my name's Sika. You can call me Sia.
I know who you are.
Me too.
You're really cool.
Thank you. I see you have a little friend there.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Leonidas.
That's a good name.
Thanks. I'm worried.
She'll put her hand out. It'll be okay. Figure this out.
Promise?
It'll work out.
Okay. Thanks.
Of course.
He's gonna stay by you. He don't trust nobody. He trusts Allenshaw. That's as far as the trust goes at this point, is Allenshaw and Stormflare. All right. Anybody else want to do anything before we round out the night?
Yester's just gonna continue to try and make sure that the crowd is like calm and that people are now like receiving medical attention, and with the people that have been revealed, as well as the Leonins who are here. He's gonna speak to the like Leonin leader of sorts. All right, so what the hell are you? I mean this politely. What do you represent? Who are you? Are a faction that I did not know was on this board. Who are you?
I'm captain of the guard. I've been given the duty of bringing the city back under heel, which now I'm questioning thoroughly.
All right. Let me tell you what you're gonna do from here on out, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I know you don't take orders from nobody. I need you to at all times appear as though nothing is wrong. I need you to say that why were you sent here? What was the orders? It was like fighting, breaking out in the stacks?
To return order.
All right, order's been restored, and it was all you. You did a great job here. Isn't that right?
Damn right.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna get a breeze.
Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna say that you found that in the crossfire there was a magic user who cast an anti-magic field, revealing that some of your members of your guard were under illusory magic. All right?
Which they were.
Right? I want you to do routine, random dispel magic checks. All right? You don't need to inform anybody of this other than the captains of your guard and other affiliated people. In fact, best not to tell the Baron. Wouldn't want to worry him. By the way, the Baron's not the Baron. He's a fake. That's kind of revealed. He's a fake. Yeah. Oh,
looks to the sun.
Okay.
It all starts to kind of click.
Yeah. The Baron's a fake, and has been for a while, it seems.
This explains so much.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find the Baron. Also,
Well, we're finding the Baron. It's all good. You did a great job here. Fantastic work. You did a lot of good stuff here. We'll take it from here.
he's my like 8th uncle.
Yeah, we'll get
I get that.
We'll get him.
Well, and we're gonna handle it. Look, I don't want to sound condescending here. This is outside your pay grade.
This is outside my pay grade.
Thank you.
I feel like word is gonna get out.
Yeah, word will get out. Word will get out. And when word gets out, you need to know that we are the ones who are actually handling things. And unless you hear back from us, it's going to be a lie. And you need to make sure that that your guards do not commit any sort of mass beatdown or anything. And that Seraphina lady, I don't know if she's been doing anything with your guard. She is the snake in this grass.
I knew it. And one guard behind him goes,
Of course you did. Of course you did. You need to make sure that whatever orders she gives you, double check that they make sense. I'm sure she gives a bunch of orders that actually make sense. But there's probably, she slips in 1 or 2 that are completely bogus and insane and further her goals of chaos. Alright? I need you to double, triple check with your advisors. Maybe appoint some sort of counterintelligence advisor.
Ramston, give me the thing. He hands you a sending stone.
I will you call me if things seem awry, alright?
And you call me if you need literally a large force of soldiers.
I will. That's a good idea. Every 24 hours, you check in with me, alright?
You're going to restore the Leonins to their rightful place, yes?
Of course we are. That's the entire point of this.
That's all I care about. Round them up. Not you guys. Alright. Cool.
Yippee wahoo.
This took a fun turn. Alright, chat. Stonks, Gene, anything you guys want to cover as that stun wears off?
Yeah, I mean, good. We pick up later.
Okay. Guys, I'm SirFeffers. Stick around. We're going to do a raid. Thank you for the raid, ADHD Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be very excited. We're in the last legs of this 3-year campaign, and I'm very excited to see how it pans out. Revolution. Viva la Pride.
Viva la unrevolution.
Yeah, Viva la put it back.
Things were actually pretty okay.
Stop it. It was better before.
Yeah, if you guys want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot. We have 3, soon to be 4 weekly streamed campaigns on this channel, as well as some summer series coming up. Ben Brainerd is going to be DMing one of them. Kiki from Kiki Does Stuff and her Boothang James are going to be co-DMing the other summer series. It's going to be really cool. One is a continuance of that Life Essence campaign, the summer series that you've seen 2 years before. The other one is going to be a really intriguing, like, how do I want to say this? Think of Meteor Falls meets The Cabin in the Woods. Gravity Falls. Sorry, Gravity Falls meets The Cabin in the Woods. I'm sorry. I have been assigned to go watch those things to prepare myself. But if you're interested in that, give it a follow. And if you want to get caught up, give it a follow over on the YouTube channel. That's it for me. Let me throw it over to the illustrious, the glorious, downright the sexy Offbeat Outlaw.
Hello, my name is Offbeat Outlaw.
Hairball.
You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch under that exact same name. I stream on Twitch every single weekday. I am pleased as punch that the scheme actually happened, and that it was both shocking, useful, and funny. It was everything I'd hoped it was. Yeah, I'm just pleased it worked out. I kind of didn't really, once it happened, I was like completely blank. I was like, we have it. We have a MacGuffin, guys. What do we do with it? I don't know. We have the thing, though.
It's a good thing.
It's the thing. But that is me. Taco.
What's up, everybody? I play Stonks, and I'm Taco, and today I cast Gate. And I'm mad at everyone.
Oh.
Because they dragged me back through the gate, and I'm very upset because there were very pretty cards in that room. And the last time we had those cards, I won Dungeons and Dragons.
That's how we got the flayed man, so be careful.
Gene.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't. We sort of breezed right past it, but maybe some stuff that'll have some lasting effects on the end of this bad boy have occurred. Sort of. Haven't
It's
really
not how I thought the reveal would
to
go, to be honest, but
put
I'm here
down
for it.
a rebellion, a riot. So we haven't really had time to unpack. So maybe I'll save that bit for later and just say, wow, what a sesh, Luna.
Hi, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. And first off, that scheme was phenomenal. Secondly, surprise, Sia didn't turn that room into like one of those lightning ball things. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to unpack all of that later.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Excellent. Taco, you went already, correct? Okay.
Yep.
That's everybody. Do go follow these amazing creators. These beans here. Go show them some love. They're wonderful. For now, pile into this raid. We're gonna go kick it with Lightbox Gnome, who will be joining us on one of the new campaigns in the fall, and is going to be in one of the summer series. Very excited. Bye bye.